Something has begun, quietly, invisibly, yet unmistakably. It isn't a storm in the skies or a shaking of the earth. It's deeper. It's happening inside the human heart. There is a separation taking place, a divine sorting of souls that the world cannot see. But heaven can. They walk among us, the faithful and the false, the humble and the proud, the wheat and the weeds growing side by side. Until the appointed time when God himself begins to separate what truly belongs to him from what never did. And that time has begun. The world looks normal, people wake, work, laugh, and chase their dreams. But beneath the rhythm of ordinary life, something sacred is unfolding. The unseen hands of God are gently dividing light from darkness, truth from illusion, devotion from disguise. It's not chaos. It's not punishment. It's revelation. In every heart, the line is being drawn. Who will follow the voice of the shepherd, and who will follow the noise of the world? Because this separation doesn't begin in the heavens, it begins in us. Long ago, Jesus told a parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat. At first, both looked the same, green, alive, full of promise. But as time passed, their true nature was revealed. The wheat bowed low under the weight of its fruit. The weeds stood tall in empty pride. And when the harvest came, the farmer said, "Gather the weeds first and bind them to be burned. But gather the wheat into my barn." The people listening thought he was speaking about agriculture. But he was revealing a mystery that spans eternity, the quiet sorting that happens before the final harvest of souls. Today we stand in that same field. Some carry humility, others carry rebellion. Some bow, others boast. And while the world may not notice the difference, heaven does. Every trial, every disappointment, every secret test, they are not accidents. They are the threshing floor of the soul, revealing what we truly love. When truth collides with comfort, when obedience costs us something, that's when the separation happens, not through words, when through choices. And the angels are watching. Few understand what is really happening. It's not just politics or confusion. It's not just the fading of morality. It's a divine alignment. God is allowing everything false to rise so that the true may shine brighter. Even within the church, a sifting has begun. Those who love Christ for who he is are being refined like gold. Those who used his name for gain are being exposed. The counterfeit will crumble. The genuine will remain. And maybe that's why you felt the shaking, not as punishment, but as purification. Because the closer we come to the return of Christ, the clearer the divide becomes between those who live for the kingdom and those who live for themselves. Think about it. There was a time when faith was easy, when standing with God cost little. But now, to remain faithful means swimming against the current of the entire world. That's not an accident. That's the test. Every time you choose truth over convenience, mercy over anger, forgiveness over revenge, you're declaring which side you belong to. The separation isn't loud. It's silent. It's not forced. It's revealed. And while men argue about doctrine, heaven observes hearts. In the days of Noah, there was also a separation. The people laughed, mocked, and lived without restraint. And Noah built something that didn't yet make sense, a vessel of salvation for a coming storm. To the world, Noah looked foolish, but heaven called him faithful. When the rain began to fall, the distinction was clear. One side stood in judgment, the other in grace. So it is now. The ark is no longer made of wood, it's made of surrender. And every day, God calls out, "Come into my refuge before the door closes." But here's the mystery. Before separation happens in eternity, it happens in the soul. Before God divides the nations, he divides our hearts. Light cannot dwell with darkness. Truth cannot coexist with deception. The spirit cannot mix with the spirit of the world. So, God gently brings us to crossroads, decisions that expose what we truly desire. And though it hurts, it's mercy. Because only when the false is removed can the true be revealed. But few understand what comes next. The silent sorting is not meant to destroy but to refine. It's not rejection, it's preparation. God is preparing a bride without spot or wrinkle, a people whose loyalty isn't divided between heaven and earth. The shaking will intensify, yes. Friendships may fade. Opportunities may shift. But every change is part of a divine filter, removing what cannot endure glory. And when the final trumpet sounds, only those who chose truth in silence will stand in victory in the open. The world may call it coincidence, but the Spirit whispers, this is the separation, when love grows cold. But compromise feels easy. But standing firm feels lonely. Remember, the wheat and the weeds still grow together. But not for long, because soon the harvesters will come, and what's hidden will be revealed. Perhaps the greatest question now is not who stands beside us, but who stands within us. Because in the end, the separation is not about them. It's about us. And the choices we make today are silently revealing where our souls will stand when the field is finally cleared. And the King returns to claim his own.